Come and jump in the ride, hop on the bus. We gon' slide, be outside when we pick you up. Take you to a place where you can open up your mind. Say what you gotta say, and nobody blinks an eye. You on the long bus, with short dogs, long bus, with short dogs, long bus, with short dogs. You on the long bus, with short dogs, long bus, with short dogs, long bus, with short dogs. At the bus stop and whatnot with some blunts in my lunchbox. Enough stock to last the whole show. Got a whole packed road. The place about to go, better keep your glass cold. I jump in, meet my other friends. Big respect, gotta show love to them. You wouldn't believe who they bumping in. Why you looking like that? You coming in? Anyway, this is Matt, that's Steve. What a rich dandy. There's Jason, there's Robin, that's the other Steve. This the whole damn team, the whole stampede. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and speak. Make yourself at home. Here, take a seat. Let your mind free. Hit a little tree. Take a little...
Yo, welcome back. I am not even sure what numbers is, like 118, one something.
We're on 50.
Yeah, so we've been 60 something shows since we've seen you last time.
Damn, busy.
Yeah, we'll get the business out of the way. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Habits Glass and Goodies here in Omaha, 3 locations. We got Coach of Chiropractic on 114th and Blondo. Great people trying to help you feel better. And we got Olson Automotive in Blair. They'll do anything from your oil change to rebuild your classic car to look like it just rolled off the line.
All right.
So, yes, thank you to them for helping us keep the dream alive in the process of building a new studio. Right now, we are renting a coffee house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, welcome back, boys.
Spot.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, appreciate you for having us again, man.
Wisconsin in the building.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure to be in Omaha.
Let's go.
Man, and y'all really been up to some things. Like last time, I mean, y'all had the Float Fest. I guess it was, later in the fall
July,
last year.
I think it was.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Summer.
Yeah, and that had to have been a little bit of fun. That was
Yeah.
It was an experience for sure.
It was a good topic.
First time I ever been to New York.
Yeah.
I've never been to New York, so I was like kind of envious and wanted to go to that.
Well-
I was like, I can't imagine a big Float Fest in New York, like the amount of people that could potentially be there. And
If it makes you feel any better, it was about 3 hours out from the city. We didn't actually make it to New York City, and it felt just like Wisconsin. It's still the Midwest.
A little more hilly.
Yeah,
That's about the only difference.
okay,
they even had like Friday fish fry at one of the bars we stopped at, and I was like, I really thought that was just kind of like a Wisconsin thing.
I woke up and I'm like, oh, we're still here.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So you're not missing too much unless you go to New York City.
yeah, and part of me just wants to see it. I don't know that I actually want to I don't know. I don't like people enough to be around that many.
I feel that.
At least,
No,
just
I totally agree.
all the stories you hear, just bad people, and you're going to get robbed. And I don't want to be on that kind of alert all the time.
Right.
That's what made it nice. We were kind of in the country,
Yeah,
comfortable. So
you were like, I can see the buildings.
it was there's a little bit of that deliverance, that banjo, in the background theme. But for the most part, though, we weren't worried about being mugged. At least,
Yeah, I got a buddy that just recently went to Brazil, and he had somebody try to steal his cell phone as he was walking down the street.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Just I was like, man, see, vacation sounds dope, and Brazil obviously would be dope.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to have to be on high guard the whole time.
Right.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
they're the number one for kidnapping and shit too, aren't they?
I've heard. Yeah, I heard there's they were on a group trip with another 3 or 4 couples, and one of the females apparently almost got abducted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good. I'll stay.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I'm good. I'll go travel a little bit, but I'll stay at least stateside. States I can carry.
Yeah.
It definitely makes you even more uncomfortable when you don't speak the language.
Yeah.
Being in a foreign country.
Definitely a barrier there for sure.
Oh yeah. And Eagle, bro, I saw you on the scene of a Pretty Fire music video here not too long ago.
Yeah, I made an appearance.
Bro, that was dope.
That was fun.
I mean, obviously, King ISO and Tech there, and then E40,
yeah, that was the way.
Bro,
was fun.
Dude's a goat. You know what I mean? He's been one of my favorites since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just for the record, he does talk like that all the time.
You know what? That's kind of, I don't know. Part of me hoped he talked like that all the time. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
it's E40.
Right.
That's awesome.
Like I didn't realize he was there. I just suddenly heard somebody talking, and I was like,
I know that voice.
I know that sound. They're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like,
What's up, my weebalizations?
What's E40?
Dude, that's so dope. And I mean, did you know he was going to be there, or was it
No,
just?
honestly, no, I did not. Like, I mean, I knew he was on the song, but I didn't know how,
Yeah,
in depth the video was going to go.
yeah.
And then he just rolled through.
And how did that
Tech
work
was
out?
there.
ISO hit you up and said, "Come check this out." Like, shoot some film.
Well, I seen that they were casting,
Okay.
so I just messaged them like, "Yo, let me come get that video."
Hell yeah,
All right, cool,
bro.
Works out.
Shoot your shot, my guy.
And
Like,
then
exactly.
Jerry Robinson had his album drop party in Nashville the next day, so I drove down to KC down to Strange Land for the video, the ISO video, Crash Out. We shot that all day, and then I drove to Nashville that night and then I drove all night, got there, and then stayed, hooked up with Jerry, took a nap, and then we had his place at Jelly Rolls Bar at Good Night Nashville.
that's dope.
Downtown.
Boy, that sounds like a dope 48 hours.
That was fucking. The whole trip was, I think, 3,700 miles in 2 days.
Miles on the road.
In 2 days. That's
drove all of it too.
getting after it.
Yeah.
But man, that's got to be. I mean, that's two big things in one day.
Yeah.
Or 24-hour period. Within that's.
Yep, mingling. I was with a lot of people in those few hours.
Yeah.
Tech was there. I talked to Travis Ogwin for a little bit too.
That's
while
pretty
we were doing
dope.
the video.
Dope in itself.
Yeah.
Did you get to like meet E40 or anything?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
we
if
talked
it was
for a little
like
bit. He was cool. Yeah.
That's straight. You know, sometimes you like go to a show or something. They're just quick to be out. Which whatever it is, what it is.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Like I said, I don't really like people like that sometimes. So
yeah. I mean, lucky for me, it's like I'm not really somebody, but enough of the right people knew me well enough that I just kind of like, I wasn't sequestered with the extras most of the ways.
Yeah.
I could hang out with everybody and just go around, went in the back room with everybody. And
no Diddy, but you had friends, so
right,
it gave you benefits.
Right. Yeah.
Friends with benefits that you didn't.
High Def and Low Key were there, and DJ Doc were there, and we're all really cool too. So it was just like just kicking it with the homies. And
Low Key and High Def, both great dudes. And, they were kind of the part of what got things going with the bars on the bus was having that performance pushed me outside my comfort zone. And I had never recorded it like live music and wasn't sure how it would turn out and all that. So I was nervous as hell. And they were like, "No, we're going to do this." And I'm like, "All right, let's go." And it was some work getting the video together, but it worked. It was great.
And sometimes you just need a little push, man.
Yeah.
Getting out of your comfort zone is definitely scary, but like you find a lot. You find a lot going through it.
For sure.
Yeah. Also, that day after the video, UK had a show at Tin Roof in Kansas City that night. So I shot that show for them. Also, after being in the video with ISO, shot the King's show that night, and then drove to Nashville.
This man's just busy, bro.
Right.
He's always up to something.
You just like,
and then I had to work too.
You just got a Red Bull IV in the car.
It's just a lot of Red Bull cans in the car.
I know. I do need a sponsorship from them. Red Bull, where you at?
Hook us up.
You work in the music scene.
That would be sweet. I see. I'm more of a, what was that? Mountain Dew had that amp energy drink.
Oh, gotcha.
I was the original green amp was my.
I drink hella Mountain Dew Kickstarts.
Okay.
The yellow one specifically. It's my addiction.
I figured out how much of a heartburn and stuff they give me, so I've just quit.
Yeah.
Quit with the.
That's fair, dude. I probably should too, but I can't stop.
As I sit and chug Cherry Coke Zeros.
Hey, man. Hey. Gotta have something.
But as soon as I have like a hint of Red Bull, bro, it's over for me. The rest of the day, it's like I'm burping Red Bull and it's just...
Yeah, Red Bull will do wonders to your stomach for sure.
Yeah.
Gives me my wings, baby.
Yeah, I love the wings.
Eagles gotta fly.
But my stomach is not a fan for sure.
That's funny. Yep. So what else are we looking forward to this year? I know we got Glizzy Fest tonight. This will be out late for people, but Glizzy Fest tonight and started last night. I had to miss last night. My mom was coming out to the house.
No worries. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, we went and hung out. It was a fun time. There was quite a lot of people there. I think last night was more of the band night. So there was a lot of bands. There were some hip-hop acts on the cart stage outside. They didn't blow away, thankfully, with all the wind.
It was a little crazy.
No, it was actually it was a good show for sure. I'm excited for the second night.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, we're starting to kind of book some more shows, but nothing like super solid to announce yet.
Yeah, this is the first show in almost like 6 months.
Yeah, we've kind of been laying back a little bit.
Well, that's all right. Sometimes you got to restock the coffers a little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
You can't be on the road all that much and just not get...
It felt like for almost like 2.5 years, it was just straight get on the road and go.
Yeah, every weekend.
It was...
Well, I mean, at that point, you're working. Obviously, you've got your regular bills and everything, but then you got to come up with gas money and hotel money, or unless you got a place to stay. And
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Is like for that 2 or 3 years or whatever, when we were really hardcore on the road constantly every weekend doing like 100+ shows in a year, we burned through a lot of money, but we kind of, we got our names out there enough to the point that now we're being a little more selective about what shows we're going to take on and not just jumping at every opportunity that comes up,
Yeah.
And it's nice to come back to markets like especially Omaha. Like this just feels like a second home every time we're here. I'm just
love coming out here.
This is never will I pass up a chance.
Every time I'm at the Reverb, I look for your guys' stickers out on the gutter. You guys got them way up there.
Yeah, that's probably this guy with his wings.
The eagle using their wings.
I flew up there quick.
But other than that, my album's almost done. I kind of sat back. I sheltered in, and I was like, you know what? It's been 4 years since I've had a full project. I might as well just start to hit at it. And we're going to be playing one of the songs tonight, and no one's ever heard it. So super excited for people.
I just heard it for the first time.
You got a title for the album?
Yeah, it's called Behind These Eyes.
Okay.
There's some gems on it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got some good features as well.
Oh, yeah.
You have a theme, or did you have? What was your vision for this?
I just feel like in the process of being on the road for so long that it was definitely a shift in how I created for sure. Like you get all these new experiences and stuff, and I felt like I wasn't giving enough of my emotional side. So there's a lot on here. It's just kind of battling suppression. I feel like I've suppressed a lot, haven't talked about enough. And that's kind of the main theme throughout the whole album. And of course, there's a lot of different sounds. I feel like this is going to be super different from what I've made previous.
Well, and I like that you're kind of putting some things out there when you feel like you haven't done said the things that you need to be saying. Like that kind of excites me to hear what you got coming here, because I like to hear the stories, and those are the things that I'm trying to hear the life through the music.
Absolutely. I feel like I've definitely tried to focus more on putting my story into the music. I don't know. It's just some evolution, and I'm super excited for people to hear it.
Well, we know you can make the room bounce. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we know you can do that. So, let's hear what you got to say.
This song I got with Warbear tonight, it's a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to be live. He's got 2 songs on the album. There will be a Jaron Benton feature on there as well.
Okay.
A lot of the homies from home, my engineer's hopping on it as well because he raps too. So
didn't Benton just do the tour with Webby not long ago? Okay.
Yeah, that's how me and him talked quite a bit while we were on tour. Got pretty close. He's cool as shit.
And shit on me, but I had never heard of him before that. And he did. He put on a great performance.
Yeah,
and,
he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know everybody. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
It's
But,
impossible. Dude.
yeah.
There's no way you could.
But I hadn't heard of him before, and it was put on a great show. So
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I was into Hobson before Funk Volume was a thing. So when Funk Volume formed, and it was like Hobson, Jaron, Swizz, and Dizzy Wright. So like I remember all of them from like 2010.
Yeah, it was like 2010 era.
Yeah, so like a long time ago. So it's cool to see him still. All of them besides Hop. Hop's disappeared again, but he'll come back up eventually.
Well,
But it's-
he always
Yeah.
told stories and spit fire, and he was always
Honestly, dude, all respect to the man. If I would do the same thing. Get big enough where you don't have to worry about money anymore, and then just disappear and go live your life. Tour go see the world, go live in different countries for a while. That's what he's doing.
yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
Well, then he just pops up and he's like, "Hey, here's an album, y'all.
Yeah.
Let me get this trip to Belize for the next 3 years."
With no need to advertise or anything, he could just drop it, and it'll do crazy millions of streams.
Yeah,
The dream.
right. One day,
One day.
It's gonna happen, man,
yeah.
for all of us.
Elusive, I want to shout you out, man, for the 4-wheeler. You got your daughter, bro. It looks like she has all the fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
It's in her
you
blood.
were already teaching her the donuts, my guy.
Yep. I used to race back in my day. So
Okay.
She started off a little younger than I was. But
Yeah.
She's right into it. That's her thing, though. She's that wild, feral child.
Bro, you posted that video, and I was like, this is just awesome. It made me want to get my kids a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my most viral video.
Yeah,
too.
that post went
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like tens of thousands or
Hit 500,000.
shit.
Yeah.
In like 2-3 weeks.
And you got like
Yeah,
12.
and it's still going.
You got like $8.
Yeah.
Thanks, internet.
That was before
But like
tax.
it was crazy to me. Like everything I post, all the behind the scenes on tours with Webby and stuff with these guys, Tech Nine stuff, all that, it does all right. Post one video with my daughter on her 4-wheeler teaching her how to do donuts. 500,000 views in 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, that was cool, dude. As soon as I liked it, I was like, telling my older kid, I was like, Diesel, look at this. Like, this little kid's just doing donuts. And he's like, I want to do donuts.
That's the best part about living up where we do, though. I mean, you get endless options to do whatever, whenever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you like countryside or are you in the city?
Yeah, I mean, I live in town, but it's a tiny town.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 minutes away from town, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I grew up out in the country at the farm, out at my parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
That's what's up. Warbear, you been working on a bunch of new music or what?
Not as much new music. I've been kind of like going through all the shit that I have on my computer still that I either never put out or didn't finish or so technically new to everybody else. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm working on some new music, but I haven't written much besides features yet, but I will be starting to work on that soon. In all honesty, I've been kind of wrapped up in hella playing D&D.
Oh, hey. Bro, you got to have your hobbies.
I do the DM and stuff, so I've been like writing everything. So I'm still writing. I'm just writing stories and lore and stuff now.
Yeah.
But, yeah. You got to have other hobbies sometimes, other creative outlets.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a nerd.
Hey, it's all right. My wife's a nerd. Nerds are cool.
I got to escape life sometimes.
Yeah. Shout out to the nerds who help me keep all my shit moving when it quits
Right.
working. You know what I mean? Like,
For
because
sure.
We're all nerds in some facet, man. If you like something, you're just super passionate about it, and you just can't stop thinking about it. It makes you a nerd about that. You know what I mean? I'm the same way with my little things for sure.
Yeah.
So I'll have some D&D dice at the merch table.
Okay.
I just thought I've never seen anybody do that before. Because
Yeah.
Otis is always talking about like having unique stuff, you know, like he sells the pins, and you don't see a lot of people doing that, and
Yeah.
he sells those things like crazy. So I was like, let me do something different.
We so it probably last year when Otis was in town. He was actually I don't know if it was with Ritz or not when he was in Iowa. Either way, I took my kids and one of their friends.
Shaggy.
Huh?
Shaggy.
No, I don't think so. I think it might have been with Ritz and Otis or something. I don't know. It was either way. I took my kids and one of their friends, Cole, up there, and he's like 9 years old, like my oldest, or like my oldest at home anyway, Diesel. But he fancies himself a break dancer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He'll be there tonight. We're gonna bring him with us to the show tonight.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So but he's like, one of the kids that actually listens when you say to do something. So he gets invited to the concerts, and like he got to meet Otis, and Otis let him and Diesel dance up on stage during the show. So they're locked in with the music, and they'll be there tonight.
Did you say it was Iowa?
Yeah.
I think we went to that show. Was it Ritz,
Oh,
Gmo
yeah,
Ski?
it was Ritz.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gmo Ski and
Yep.
somebody else, and then Otis.
I think so.
I think we seen you at that show because me and Eagle. I don't know. I don't think you came with us.
No, that
No,
was the one I
he
couldn't
didn't.
make.
But yeah, me and Eagle were actually there.
So yeah, either way, it was a great show. Cole was there, and we were getting ready for this last night because we were going to come to town, but I forgot my mom was coming, so we ended up staying home. But I was thinking about it last night. I was like, I need to get that little kid to come party with us again this weekend. So he's gonna come to the show tonight and do the whole concert deal, and then stay over with the kids, and then
Nice.
drop them off in the morning. But
It was Noble Poets.
Yep.
That's why we were there.
Yep. Yeah, I was shooting for them.
okay,
That was like one of my first few shows that I had to go shoot for.
yeah. Who you shooting for? Anybody cool up north currently?
We have nothing really going on right now. Tech and E40, ISO, and them are coming through next month.
I know we got all them here in not too long too, and it's one thing. I don't ever buy VIP, bro.
Yeah.
I don't ever. I'm a poor.
Same.
I feel that.
I'm a poor. As much as I may want it, I don't do it. But that's I may for this one.
Yeah, it's got to be a special occasion. I did it for my favorite band growing up, and let me tell you, those experiences I will never forget. But
Yeah.
like, I totally get it on the financial side of things. Sometimes those VIPs run way crazy, like rent payments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a weird part of the industry that just, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, really? Does it got to be that much?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to get it, like $50, like because you got, I feel like if you're going to get it, why not do it at a decent price so you can run 100 people through there? 100 times $50 is, it's coming out. Other than racking 5 people for $1,000 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said before, sometimes those artists just aren't people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they're doing that every night, sometimes it just drains your battery. But that's where I appreciate artists that are always just, they're just people at the end of the day. Not that it's nothing wrong with being socially anxious. Like, I totally get it. Like, the only time I'm not socially anxious is when I'm at shows or I'm doing things like this. But if I have to go to like Walmart or something by myself, I don't know. It just freaks me out.
Dude.
Even though like picking some up's simple.
Yeah.
But the people that work the merch table when their set is over, or like, will spend a little time there instead of just kind of hiding in the green room, or
Mm-hmm.
just having that interaction with your fans, I feel like goes a million miles.
Yeah.
It deepens that connection for sure.
For sure. Like my kid's met Otis like twice now, and he's like got a mullet now, and just like
Mm-hmm.
he's his favorite dude. Like, and I'm not gonna complain. Like, Otis is good music. Like he's not talking about drugs or
Right.
killing or any of that. It's all good music for kids.
He's a good influence.
and it's positive most. If I can do it, you can do it. Like,
Yeah.
So good influence, and that's all it took was Diesel meeting him a couple times, shaking the hands.
Right.
This other one, he got King ISO's autograph. I had ISO in the studio for the podcast, and Diesel was out drawing a picture of ISO on the coffee table, and he was like, hey, when you come back down, I want to go get his autograph. And I was like, all right, man, I'll be back in a minute. And when I went upstairs to use the restroom, I came back and he was already in there doing it, dude. And that was like that proud dad moment because he like went over his fear and went and got the autograph that he wanted by himself. You know what I mean? He didn't have to have me there.
Right.
So yeah, that
That
was
makes it that much more special.
Oh yeah. And J Bob was there and was able to get a picture of it for me. And you know, even when I walked in the room when he was sitting there doing it, my buddy Steve's like, bro, it was so cool just to see your kid get up and just do that.
That's awesome.
So,
That's so cool.
Yep.
Yeah. That meet and greet thing though, that's how I got my first tech show. Was I ended up buying the meet and greet for Tech and Hollywood Undead.
Okay.
And when I came up to talk to him, it's like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do photography, do a lot of work with a lot of your people, and mention high def and everything. I'm like, you mind if I shoot your show tonight? He's like, oh yeah, just go talk to my guy, have him give you a photo pass for the night. And that's how I ended up getting in. I ended up shooting him 3 times that year.
That's sweet. I haven't, sometimes the artists will offer like, if you need me to help you get, I'm like, look, I'm not ever going to ask you to do that. Like, I'm never going to be like, hey bro, will you get me this interview?
Mm-hmm.
But just know that if they're ever like, you hear these people, just be like, yeah, they were legit.
Yeah.
They,
For sure.
Absolutely, dude.
That's the thing that gets you. And that's what I noticed too, is like, you just walk up to these people, everybody's like, oh, how do you just talk to them? Like, they're just people. But you don't go up to them and be like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you put me on this? Can you do this? Like, hey, what's up? I'm Eagle. This is what I do. This is what I can do for you. This is how I can help your brand grow.
Yeah.
Let me help you. That's helping me. And that's what gets you through doors.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And I don't know, man, just being personable and trying to put yourself out there is worth its weight in gold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna break something.
Don't do that. Also, rounding back, just because we went back to meet and greets too, I think it really depends on what you're paying for too. Because like doing a $500 meet and greet to just be rushed through a line for a picture and a handshake, obviously that's crazy. But like if I'm going to go on your tour bus and get to hang out and smoke a blunt with you, bag full of merch, chill for an hour, talk about life. Maybe if I like you enough, that's worth $500 or whatever to me.
Yeah, no, that could be, yeah.
So it really depends, I think, too, on what you're getting out of it.
My only meet and greet experience was a friend had somebody cancel going to a show with him, and he hit me up, and he had VIP tickets, and it happened to be to Hollywood Undead, Tech, and ISO. ISO was there too, so that was my first time actually meeting Tech and ISO. And even seeing the Hollywood Undead, I hadn't heard of them either. But it was, when I met ISO, I was like, hey, man, my buddy Fonzo and you are homies. He told me to tell you what's up. And, we had a little laugh or whatever. But, yeah, it was just kind of, here's my introduction, dude. Hopefully someday we talk.
Yeah.
And you put it in the universe.
Yeah.
And there it was, man. If you ever get a chance to talk with the HU guys, they're awesome people. I used to run one of their bigger fan pages. I used to be an admin on there for years.
Okay.
So we would get like groups together, and we'd gone to Atlanta to go see them. All of the Wisconsin dates, because a few of them were from Wisconsin. So
they did a good show.
Oh yeah, they put on a hell of
they're
a
one
show.
of my favorite live shows ever.
Yeah, they did a great. I mean, yeah, it was a good show, and I just hadn't heard of them before then.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
that's crazy too.
At least not that you knew of.
Yeah,
but you might have heard them on the radio at some point.
That's probably more because when I'm on the radio, bro, I'm just
that's how
I'm not listening to who it is, and then by the time it's playing, you're like, who the hell is this? And now you're trying to get your phone SoundHound or something to tell you what the hell it is.
Yeah, so much music in the world, man.
There is.
So it's part of the struggle trying to pop through.
So I hate even to talk about this. But with AI and getting into AI music, bro, I hate that sometimes I'm listening to music now and questioning if it's even real.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it's real. It's music. I'm hearing it. But, like, did a fucking machine hate us? Because there's this guy, I want to say his name's like Damon Price or something. And he's got this voice that just after the show I can try to find it for you, dude. But the voice, like, and he's singing about like as a kid going through the abuse and everything, and like if this is a real dude, like I have to talk to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's AI, I'm going to be pissed off and not listen to it anymore because
Yeah.
it's a great song. Like
Right. It makes you feel real emotions.
yeah, and he's got another song about drinking that the first time I heard it, bro, I was sitting with a buddy in the old studio, and by the end of the song, both of us are like got tears coming down our face and shit, and you know we're like not looking at each other.
Oh, I'm fine, dude.
Yeah,
I'm good.
but it was like that music that you like. I hope this isn't AI.
So yeah, for all you people out there wondering, there are detectors you can take songs and run them through, and they'll tell you if they're AI or not.
Really?
Yeah, it's not always 100% accurate, but like if you take a song and run it through there, and it says there's a 98% chance this is AI, and some of them will even break it down too to be like the beat is AI, the vocals are like 58% human. So like yeah, there's ways to tell for sure, but like I think personally you can always feel it
Yeah.
sometimes. Like there's this empty space somewhere in the song that you can feel.
There's something with
It's
the voice,
missing the soul, the human element.
the imperfections, like
Bro, that's the thing. It's his voice is so awesome.
Yeah, so maybe that is real. Maybe it's
There was
maybe
a
it's
thing.
legitimate.
We were.
All right, so I've never done this. We're gonna play a 2-minute clip of this while I'm just gonna.
That beat already sounds like a mix of like two
I was a
different
kid, I
songs.
didn't know
Listen to that voice,
what
bro.
was numb on inside at home. I stayed quiet, I stayed low. I learned dirty on my own. I learned how to stay small, how to freeze when I heard the walls, how to never ask at all, how to disappear down the hall. I was a kid, I needed someone. I was a kid, nobody come. I didn't get saved, I didn't get told.
If it's AI, I'm gonna be pissed.
that's
I might have some bad news.
I mean, I'd have to listen to some other stuff.
It's only like 5 songs on the YouTube.
But see, that's the thing. I was just gonna say
it's a good voice, but I feel like that was written lyrically by
we
a
heard
computer.
one
it has that feeling for sure.
that
But
was like really weird or really good, and then we listened to the artist. We're like, who's this guy? Then we listened to a different one, and his voice sounded just like hair different.
Different, yeah.
Then we listened to a different one, and it sounded completely different.
What does the cover art look like?
Then it was
because the cover art was
random
weird
pictures
the
for
one he was
art.
talking
Couldn't
about.
find anything online.
I mean, and he's got a couple videos where he's like moving and singing and stuff, but
Yeah, dude, it's so hard to tell. That's the and that's what sucks nowadays is that like you shouldn't have to go plug something into a detector to know if you should like it or
see,
not.
like here's one where he's like actually moving, but it's hard to tell.
It kind of it looks like it could be AI.
I hate the world.
I know.
I hate the world. Like you can't tell,
that looks.
But it could be
It's
really
something where
high
the eyes
quality
aren't
video
matching.
also.
Yeah, dude.
But you never know. That's the crazy thing with how much it's evolved in the past few years. Hell,
Like,
the last couple months.
Well, I hate that I'm questioning, like, because I connect with it and feel it so much, and then for it to be fucking machine made
Well, that's the thing is like
bothers me.
it's a culmination of human made things though, which is why you connect to it because it goes and picks out all the best pieces of what it thinks you're gonna like and then
Yeah,
puts it all together into the perfect pie for you.
I fucking love pies.
So is a cheesecake a cake or a pie?
I don't know, but I don't like cheesecake.
What?
Yeah, I know. I just
Cheesecake
fucked up
is
some
where
people from the
it's
cheese state.
I just thought about that too.
Part of my French,
I
but I'm a
seen some-
slut for cheesecake.
I seen
It's
s-
absolute.
There was a discussion about it on the internet I seen the other day, and I was like, it's absolutely a pie. Like
It's not, there's no,
it has
I
a
don't
crust.
consider it
It's
cake.
baked in a pie pan. It's a pie. Like, sorry, cheesecake is a pie, even though it's called cheesecake, but it is
Cheese
delicious. No, I don't
Cheese
like
pie.
that.
Cheese pie.
No, that's something else. That just sounds like a bunch of melted cheese in a pie crust, which, to be fair, I would eat also.
From Wisconsin, you can't get away from cheese.
Tell me you're from Wisconsin without telling me you're from
Fill
Wisconsin.
up a pie crust with a bunch of different shredded cheeses, bake it for a while.
Stuffed crust
I
pie.
will eat that. I swear to
It's
God.
just a block of cheese.
I'll have that for a snack, man. It's terrible.
I will never poop again.
It'll be a couple days. It'll be all right.
So, you guys excited for Otis tonight?
Dude,
Hell
so
yeah.
excited.
You know, that dude, we were kind of talking about him earlier. Huge heart, like, I don't know, one of those people you just like can't see doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I am been back to it. I'm glad that he is somebody my kids have grabbed a hold of, you know, as a hero.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
my heroes were like Scarface and Tupac.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Look how I turned out.
Nothing wrong with that, though. You know, sometimes it's how that message is being delivered.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you can peer through all of what other people take. You know what I mean? So with Otis, though, like, you meet so many disingenuous people in this industry. Like, it's heartbreaking, to be honest. But the first time I met Otis, I was just immediately like, okay, this guy is just, you could see how big his heart is. He just wears it right here.
Yeah.
So
I love Otis. He's taken me on 2 tours. One where we took Ace with as well, and taught me a lot of shit. And he's just a great dude, great guy to be around. Same with Straw too. I mean, Straw was there as well. On the first tour, I was sleeping in my car for a while because they didn't really know me, and they were nice enough to like invite me into their hotel room for a couple of nights and let me stay with them. And it's just been a good building experience with those guys for sure. I would do whatever they needed and continue to build up our shit with them because they're good people to be around.
Yeah. You know what, I'm glad that he has become kind of a local hero and it keeps him around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can see him in like 3 or 4 cities here close to us in Iowa or in Omaha. You know, everybody likes him. Every time you see a post about him, it's, you know, you had a great show. My kids loved it. And I don't know, bro, like as a teenager, I wouldn't have been into the mullet music. You know what I mean? I would have been like,
same, honestly.
I would have been that judgy dick.
Yeah, when I was in like high school, I was like a metalhead who was very much opposed to like everything else.
Yeah. Well, I was just an insecure prick and just like, you know, if it wasn't my cup, that was gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
right.
If it wasn't my cup of tea. But yeah, no, I don't know, man.
He takes his role and his brand very seriously.
Oh yeah.
And it is very true and loyal to who he is.
Oh yeah.
But
that's why it works so well for him.
To do that and still be as kind-hearted as you are, like, I don't see that very often.
And
it's
it never ends with him. I've spent that 2 weeks on the road with him and Straw on the Webby tour, and he was just consistently, no matter how tired he was, no matter how crappy the day was, he was always that positive, you know, let's go through this, that everything's going to be great. You know, if I can do it, you can do it. Let's go.
And that takes a lot because, I mean, let's be real. The world's taking it out of a lot of us.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the good guy always gets burned.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you'd feel like Otis would have been burned 30 times and not been so shiny still.
Like that tour, he took a huge bet on himself, you know, putting his business out there, but he took a huge gamble on himself to be able to do that. And, you know, you could see the stress in his eyes, but he powered through it and made it work. And
well, I mean, if you sit and look at it, you're buying all the merch up front, you know, your money, the CDs, the shirts, the hoodies, all the stuff. And then you got to pay your people that are driving you around, and like if you got a straw stone to help take care of things, or the lady working the merch table while you're in performing, there's always somebody that's got to get paid before you get paid.
Right.
So it's a huge upfront expense to go do this tour. What happens if you don't sell tickets?
And the travel cost alone.
Yeah.
We had an RV
Oh,
that we drove. I can't remember even our mileage. It was a lot though.
well, I can tell you, I put a half a tank in my excursion yesterday, and it cost me $125.
Yeah.
So
mine's like 85 to fill up.
Yeah.
And so it's the $240 full tank, but I don't let it get that low.
Right.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a huge expense, and then just to hope that you sell tickets to recoup some of that money. So it's
But yeah, he's got that thing down to a science. Every venue, people had no idea who he was. At the end of his show, everybody was cheering. He had a chant. He had an Otis chant going.
Yeah.
Every single venue.
Well, and there's like a line that he says something in one of his songs that like if you don't buy the merch, it means you don't love me or something. There's I can't think, it's not that quote, but there's something in one of his songs that he's like, if you really love me, you'll buy the merch type of
buying merch. Go to the merch table when the show is over.
Yeah.
I think he says I pay my bills by people buying merch when the show is over.
Yeah.
That might be what it is. But yeah, I mean, just sometimes throwing those reminders into the crowd, it makes me giggle because I know he's absolutely right.
We just scream merch at people. It doesn't seem to work, which we're figuring it out.
I know how hard it is to try to sell something. Again, you've ticket prices, usually they're 10 or 20 bucks around here, but like when you get into a bigger show, it's more expensive, and then the shirts are more expensive, and hoodies are even more expensive. I took my wife to see damn it, why am I drawing a blank? And at the
band.
It was fucking hell.
See, so much music in the world, you can't keep track of it.
I think is it like 6 digit or no? Yeah, like 6 digits a day now. I thought it used to be like 40,000, but now it's like 100,000 songs.
Well, I took her to a show anyway. My Chemical Romance.
Oh, gotcha.
There it is. $75 and $80 hoodies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
wasn't this their big comeback tour that they just did or whatever too? So of course they got to charge a little
sometimes
extra for that too.
And I'm sure you've been to a baseball stadium before.
Yeah.
Big thing, right? The merch table was in the middle, and the line went both ways all the way around the stadium to the other side and met in the middle and then overlapped each other a little bit.
That is just poor design.
That is chaos.
It was like a 40-minute wait in the merch line.
Crazy. To spend $500 on 2 T-shirts.
I wish. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Have people waiting 40 minutes for my... No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, you got to have a semi just to haul the merch.
That's
maybe you should have a couple more tables and a few more people.
You would think.
My buddy back home, he went to a Jack Harlow show, and like you were saying, it was like 75. That was for T-shirts.
Yeah,
their hoodies were $180.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, dude,
piss off.
Yeah,
not a chance. Like, I bet they're high quality, but not.
Yeah, I don't care what your name is because that's all you're paying for at that point.
They're actually Gildan.
Probably
just the cheapest ones you can get.
Well, yeah, I mean,
shout out Gildan though.
That's the thing is who. I mean, you got to really love something to pay $150 for a hoodie.
I don't care how big
Delusion.
I am not charging that much for people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take that kind of money out of people's pockets.
Never.
I can't do it in my heart.
Not unless it's like stitched with 24 karat gold thread or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. No, that's crazy to me. I mean, the tickets, I think, were like $400 a piece.
Yeah.
And that was for like nosebleeds, dude.
Yeah, that's wild.
No, I did just see the Ticketmaster thing that went down. That they finally got labeled as a monopoly.
Well, yeah, dude.
Good.
Bro, hopefully there's a lot more of Monopoly and shitty people taking down here relatively soon.
Because, yeah, all that ticket scalping shit was crazy. How shows would go on sale, and then they would just buy all the tickets and then relist them for like 10 times the price.
Yep.
I mean, it's a great business model.
It's a great business model. But also, I will find you in the street.
Yeah.
Morally, it just doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's why people get like Luigi. You know?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. I say more of that.
Oh yeah. So what time are you guys on tonight? Like 6?
Around 5.
Yeah, like 5:10, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
or
we're in
after
the
5.
earlier half today, but we're going to set the bar high.
And we'll be in the reverb.
Yeah,
Partying the rest of the night.
Dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
after our set's over, then we'll just be chilling, hanging out. Probably I'll be smoking. I
Yeah.
don't know about it.
I'll be vaping. I wish I could smoke. So
I wish I could vape right now if that camera wasn't staring me
I
right in
know,
the face,
yeah,
bro.
I know.
I've been thinking about it every time. I'm just like, maybe.
I put mine in
Yeah.
my jacket because I knew I'd be too tempted.
I'm like questioning, do I get the can of chew out of my truck for the rest of the day? What's going to happen here?
Nicotine addiction is real, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day though, and I'm down to just vaping.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's a plus, man.
I can breathe a little better.
Yeah.
Now, that was my
Plus, you
mom. She
save
was
a
like,
lot of money.
Oh yeah, bro. I can't. Like cigarettes got up to like $10 a
I
pack.
know, that's wild.
How?
yeah, they're like 14, 15 in Wisconsin. It's ridiculous,
Whoa.
man.
Yeah.
And have fun ever trying to legalize weed up there, man.
Yeah, that too.
Which is crazy. Like Michigan, they're like right there.
Michigan, Minnesota, and Illinois, all 3 surrounding us have
It's the tavern weeds.
recreational legal weed. But Wisconsin is so stuck in alcoholism that they, like, the Tavern League funnels money into keeping weed illegal so people drink more.
What's Nebraska, bro? We're never gonna get it. Like recreational. Like they approved medical, but like it's like we got like 3 growers for the whole state, and like
Yeah.
it's just not. It's not gonna work.
They took our vapes away, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they took disposables away.
Not
Yeah.
all of them, but now, like in Wisconsin, they have to be FDA approved.
The
So that
nicotine
means,
ones?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that means they got rid of all the geek bars, all of the.
Yeah,
They
there's
did that.
only one brand or 2, and they suck. They're garbage.
Thankfully, we live close enough to Minnesota where it takes an hour for us to hop over so we can go get them. But I'm just like, dude, like, what are we doing
They
here?
did something similar here where they had like only an approved list could be sold in Nebraska. Like I'm a picky fucker when it comes to my vape.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm always going for the geek bars for disposables now.
I ended up finding a juice that I could just refill this thing, and it's like $20 for a bottle. A bottle lasts
Right.
me 3
Yeah,
or
that's
4
not too
days.
bad. I used to be the big rig like back in the day, like massive mods with huge batteries.
I
so-
promised myself I'd never be that. Like the cloudy,
I know.
cloudy
the vape thing, I
yeah,
was
like
always looked at people vaping like
It was awesome for the studio, man.
now here I am.
you get those people in on the podcast, and they got those things, and they're like
Yeah.
every time it's like, bro, lean back.
And then they disappear.
It's fucking talking to Darth Vader over here.
Yeah.
Stupid. So yeah, all right, fellas. We'll I don't know. Keep the music coming, dude. Keep up your edits and shit.
Appreciate you.
They just like, they were always good, but it seems like here over the last 6 months, you've even found a new kind of level with some of them. Like, keep chopping it up. But bring some more pictures, dude.
Yeah.
I know it's been cold up north.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know it's been cold up
It's
north,
finally
but-
warming up.
Get out and get some pictures for
Been
us.
in hibernation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the schoolhouse and the schoolhouse I've been shooting around here recently on my phone?
Yeah.
I would pay someday for the clouds to be right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've driven there.
It's all about timing.
I've
and
driven
luck.
there 40 times. Like sometimes I'm like, 2 miles to the north or to the south. I'm coming trying to get there, and then the clouds like break in the 2 minutes that it took me to get.
You know,
Oh my God.
that's
So
the
it's-
thing. It changes quickly. The clouds and the sun move quick at a certain point.
Yeah, no. So that is something I have learned. You got to be there and be set up, and then just pray that the clouds work out for you.
You know?
Mhm.
But race season's starting here, dude, and I get out to the track and take a bunch of
Oh,
pictures,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
and video, and I even stepped up my game and bought some picture paper and some frames, and I'm going to take my
Nice.
printer out to the track and
Oh,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
take the pictures and I even got some USBs that I'll like if you got some video of your car you want, I'll put it on the USB and sell it to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's, a good,
Smart.
that's good.
Yeah. Well, I got
I like
that.
that.
I got a 360 camera too. $25. I'll strap it to your car and send it down the track with you.
Those are sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah. So I've gotten creative with things here because there's a couple tracks real close. So I'm not trying to be no 1320, but yeah, take a few extra bucks for some pictures.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah,
You know?
That's a smart business for sure.
It's the hustle, man.
I'm sure plenty of people would be interested in that.
Yeah. So right on, fellas. Well, we're gonna shut her down here, and
Oh yeah.
I
Appreciate
need
you.
another drink.
Thanks for having us again.
Yeah, for sure. My
Appreciate
mouth's
you once
getting
again,
dry.
man. Long bus, short thoughts.
Glizzy
Yeah.
Fest year 2.
Yeah. And we'll see you for year 3, huh, fellas?
Hell yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah. As long as Straw don't hate us by then.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
Hell
See you,
yeah.
brother.
Run it.
Come and jump in the ride, hop on the bus. We gon' slide, be outside when we pick you up. Take you to a place where you can open up your mind. Say what you gotta say, and nobody blinks an eye. You on the long bus, you